You look down at your hands or your feet, and there it is, that tiny, subtle hint of a chalky white line or a faint yellowish streak near the edge of your nail. Maybe you tried to scrape it away, or perhaps you just covered it up with another layer of polish, hoping it was just a temporary stain from a dark manicure or a minor injury from stubbing your toe. But then, the texture changes. The nail becomes slightly brittle, splitting at the most inconvenient times, or it starts to thicken just enough that your standard nail clippers can barely cut through it without the nail shattering into painful, jagged pieces. You might even start to notice a faint, unusual odor when you trim them, or a subtle, deep-seated itch right beneath the nail bed that you simply cannot scratch. If this sounds familiar, your body is sounding an early alarm that you absolutely cannot afford to ignore. The tragic truth is that millions of people completely miss the very first, most critical sign of nail fungus until the infection has already taken deep root, spreading across the entire nail bed and destroying the healthy matrix beneath. By the time the nail turns a deep, embarrassing shade of yellow, brown, or black, or begins to lift completely away from the skin, you are no longer dealing with a surface-level cosmetic annoyance. You are dealing with an aggressive, opportunistic fungal colony that has cemented itself into the living tissue. When people finally realize what is happening, they usually panic and fall straight into the traps set by the traditional wellness industry. They rush to the pharmacy to buy expensive, over-the-counter chemical creams that promise the world but only coat the surface, failing to penetrate the hard keratin armor of the nail plate. When those fail, they visit a clinic only to be prescribed heavy prescription pills that come with a terrifying laundry list of internal side effects requiring regular blood tests just to ensure their liver can handle the treatment. Or worse, they spend hundreds of dollars on painful recurring salon treatments and aggressive filing that actually ends up spreading the microscopic fungal spores to their surrounding healthy nails. It is the exhausting, expensive cycle that leaves your wallet empty and your nails weaker than ever before. But it does not have to be this way. You do not need toxic chemicals or high-priced clinical procedures to restore your nails to pristine health. This channel is your honest shortcut to achieving beautiful, strong, flawless nails using low-cost, incredibly powerful household secrets that target the root cause of fungal infections naturally. By understanding the simple biology of your nails and using precise, targeted natural ingredients, you can break down the defense mechanisms of the fungus and stimulate rapid, permanent, healthy growth. To understand why these natural methods work so incredibly fast, we have to look at the secret biological battlefield of your nail plate. Nail fungus, scientifically known as onychomycosis, thrives in a very specific environment. It loves darkness, moisture, and most importantly, an alkaline or neutral pH environment where it can feast uninterrupted on your nail's keratin. The secret to eradicating this stubborn invader is to fundamentally alter the environment of the nail bed, making it completely impossible for the fungus to survive, while simultaneously breaking down its protective cellular walls. We begin this process with our first rapid-fire routine, which relies on a highly effective, dual-action household acid soak. For this operational recipe, you will need exactly 2 tablespoons of raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar containing the live bacterial culture known as the mother, combined with exactly 1 tablespoon of standard 3% hydrogen peroxide. Mix these 2 ingredients into a shallow glass bowl filled with precisely 2 cups of warm distilled water. Do not use tap water, as the chlorine and minerals can interfere with the chemical reaction. Gently submerge your affected fingertips or toes into this solution and let them soak for exactly 12 minutes. Biologically, the acetic acid in the raw apple cider vinegar immediately lowers the pH of the skin and nail plate, shifting it into a highly acidic zone. Fungal cells lack the internal mechanisms to regulate their internal state when exposed to sudden localized acidity, which instantly stunts their ability to reproduce. Simultaneously, the hydrogen peroxide introduces an intense burst of oxygenation, releasing microbubbles that loosen dead keratin debris and weaken the fungal cell membranes through oxidative stress. The moment your 12 minutes are up, remove your hands or feet and dry them thoroughly with a clean, disposable paper towel. Never use a cloth towel, as fungal spores can survive in the damp fabric fibers and reinfect you tomorrow. Now, take a look at your nails right this second. Examine the edges and the skin surrounding the nail plate. Is there any slight flaking or a powdery residue near the cuticle? Pay close attention to these areas, because right now we are going to apply our second powerhouse treatment directly to those vulnerable zones. For this next step, we use a targeted micro-application of nature's most potent antifungal oils. In a small container, blend exactly 3 drops of pure organic tea tree essential oil with exactly 2 drops of cold-pressed oregano essential oil, and dilute them with half a teaspoon of pure jojoba oil as a carrier. Jojoba oil is crucial here because its molecular structure mimics your skin's natural sebum, allowing it to act as a deep penetrating vehicle that carries the active essential oils through the hard layers of keratin down to the living nail bed. Dip a clean, sterile Q-tip into this oil blend until it is fully saturated. Using a slow, methodical motion, paint the oil generously over the entire surface of the nail, making sure to let it pool slightly at the very edge where the nail meets the fingertip. Next, take a clean, flat wooden manicuring stick and use it to gently nudge the oil beneath the free edge of the nail, ensuring the blend reaches the hidden spaces where fungus loves to hide and multiply. The science behind this combination is incredibly elegant. Tea tree oil contains high concentrations of a compound called terpenin 4-ol, which disrupts the permeability of the fungal cell membrane, essentially causing the fungal cell to leak its vital contents and collapse. Oregano oil introduces carvacrol, an exceptionally aggressive natural agent that binds to the fats within the fungal cell walls, inhibiting their structural integrity and forcing them to disintegrate. Leave this oil blend on your nails to air dry completely. Do not wash it off. At this point, you might be wondering how long it takes to see visible results. If you follow this exact combination twice daily, the microscopic destruction of the fungus begins instantly. However, because nails grow slowly from the root matrix, the true transformation happens over the course of a few weeks as a fresh, crystal clear, healthy nail pushes forward from the base. Let us pause for a moment and create a community accountability loop right here. Go ahead and pause the video for a second. Look very closely at your own nails under a bright light and identify your current situation. Are your nails currently showing a faint discoloration, a slight thickening, or are they splitting easily? Drop a comment below describing exactly what you see right now and commit to tracking your 5-day progress with this routine. Sharing your starting point not only helps you stay dedicated, but it creates an invaluable space where we can all support each other's natural healing journeys. Now, while treating the surface of the nail is absolutely vital, we must also address the biological environment from the inside out to ensure a permanent victory. Fungal infections often take hold when the body's localized circulation is sluggish, which prevents your immune system's natural defender cells from reaching the tips of your fingers and toes to fight off invaders. To fix this, we implement a simple daily physical routine designed to stimulate intense blood flow directly to the nail matrix. Every evening before bed, take 1 drop of pure vitamin E oil and place it directly onto the cuticle of each nail. Using the pad of your opposite thumb, perform a firm circular massaging motion over the entire cuticle area for exactly 30 seconds per nail. This deliberate physical pressure mechanically dilates the microcapillaries resting just beneath the skin, forcing a rush of oxygen-rich, nutrient-dense blood directly into the nail matrix. The vitamin E oil acts as a powerful localized antioxidant, neutralizing free radicals and conditioning the skin to prevent the microscopic cracking that allows fungal spores to enter and establish a new colony. Additionally, we must talk about the tools you use for basic maintenance. One of the biggest mistakes people make is using heavy, aggressive metal nail files or coarse clippers that create microscopic fractures across the nail plate. These tiny, invisible tears act as perfect protected highways for fungal spores to burrow deep into the nail layers. Throw away those old metal files immediately. Instead, invest in a high-quality glass or crystal nail file. When you file your nails, always move the file in one single, smooth, continuous direction. Never saw back and forth. Moving the file in a single direction seals the keratin layers perfectly together, creating a smooth, impenetrable barrier that naturally repels moisture and external pathogens. If you need to trim a thickened nail, always do so immediately after a warm bath or after the apple cider vinegar soak we discussed earlier. The moisture temporarily softens the dense keratin bonds, allowing your clippers to cut cleanly through the nail without shattering the delicate structure. As you commit to these incredibly effective household secrets, you will notice a profound shift. The constant annoying itch will begin to fade almost instantly. Within days, the surrounding skin will look intensely hydrated and healthy, and that worrisome, chalky discoloration will stop creeping further down your nail. You will finally feel the immense relief of knowing you are completely in control of your health, using safe, natural methods that respect your body's biology without draining your bank account. But remember, achieving flawless, radiant hands and feet does not stop at the edge of your nails. The health of your skin and nails is a direct reflection of your body's overall vitality and how you treat its most delicate surfaces. Often, when the body is dealing with a subtle imbalance or a localized vulnerability like a nail infection, it is also highly susceptible to other frustrating, highly visible aesthetic skin conditions that can ruin your confidence. What happens when that same vulnerability manifests on other parts of your body, causing embarrassing, persistent skin blemishes, sudden rough patches, or stubborn, unsightly warts that refuse to clear up no matter what you apply to them? Just like nail fungus, these common skin issues are completely misunderstood by the mainstream beauty industry, leading people to use aggressive, burning chemicals that scar the skin when a simple, highly targeted, natural approach could clear them up completely in a matter of days. Are you ready to discover the shocking, hidden trigger behind these sudden skin blemishes and learn the exact household method to erase them permanently for flawless, glowing skin? Click on the video appearing on your screen right now and let us dive into the ultimate natural secrets for perfectly clear skin.